Hi everyone, Manuela Marcheggianni from Isomers Laboratories. Welcome to our channel. This is a channel where we talk about everything about science-related skincare from a cosmetic chemist and a manufacturing point of view. We've been doing that for over 30 years here in Toronto, Canada, and we love to share information and just educate as much as we possibly can. Today we're going to talk about clogged pores. So, what are clogged pores? Clogged pores are pores within our skin. So what are pores? Pores are like follicles. They look like little holes on the surface, but they are follicles that allow the transportation of nutrients and pollutants and detoxify, so it's an element of the skin. And when this pore gets clogged, this is because inside the pore wall, so think of it like a tunnel, inside that wall, it's not shedding properly, so it's not exfoliating inside properly, and also sebum, the oil within your skin, the sebum, starts to build up in there and it tends to clog the pore. So at the surface you see a clog. At the surface you're going to see a blackhead, you'll see a pustule, you'll see enlarged pores, but something is clogging the skin up. So the skin does not look clean and tight. There's something in there. And the reason why it turns black like a blackhead is because that oil or that sebum sitting on top of the skin interacts with the oxygen, the free radicals, and it kind of makes it rancid, and that's why it looks black or brown. So this is what's happening. So what you want to do is you want to be able to clean that skin out. Now you're saying, well, I use a cleanser, how come I still get clogged pores? Because a lot of cleansers only clean the top layer. It's only a surface. It's not going into the skin. It's not going into the follicle. So when you have a cleanser, a general all-purpose cleanser, or even a glycolic cleanser, which is great because that's going to create some exfoliation, that is only going to clean the surface. The glycolic acid doesn't go into the pore because the sebum is going to act like a blockage, if you will. It can't make its way through. It's a water-based element, and it can't make its way through the oil-based sebum, right? So the best thing is to use something that's going to help dissolve the oils. And that is salicylic acid. Salicylic acid, a beta hydroxy acid, that goes into the skin, into that pore, into that follicle. It's going to help dissolve that sebum that is inside the pore, and it's going to help shed that pore out, which is very important as well. So there you're going to get that cleaning. It's going to release, it's going to dissolve. Why that's good is because it's going to help unclog the pore, and the pore will not be as swollen or stretched or enlarged, and it could come back to normal size. So that's one of the things to do to clean out the pores, is to use a salicylic acid, something that's a little bit deeper that goes into those pores, better than an alpha hydroxy acid or just regular cleansing. How to treat enlarged pores or clogged pores? You're going to, again, use product that has the salicylic acid in it to get into the pore. Then, on top of that, you want to use something like a niacinamide. Niacinamide is really good because it helps regulate the sebum so you don't get a buildup of sebum. And then you want to use a moisturizer that's very lightweight, it's not heavy. It's very important to do regular cleansing a couple of times a day. Twice a day is really good. Always have, if you are susceptible to clogged pores, always have the salicylic acid as part of your routine, either as part of your cleanser or part of a leave-on treatment in those problematic areas. Because if you don't do this, if your system is used to creating a lot of sebum, and your system is very sluggish in how the sebum comes out and through the skin, then you need to mechanically, literally, using the chemistry, using the science, using the salicylic acid, get in there, dissolve it, liquefy it, and then keep the area nice and clean. Keep the area moving regularly, keeping that flow going. This is all the matter of proper flow and proper habit in your skincare routine. You want to avoid sun, and the reason why you want to avoid the sun is because the sun will create more keratinization, and that could clog the skin even more. You want to avoid dryness on the skin, because again, dryness is going to cause some impaction of the cells and sebum, and that again can clog the pores. You want to cleanse regularly. You want to avoid heavy oils. You want to avoid heavy product, and you really don't want to go to bed like with makeup on or anything that can really get impacted into the skin and clog up the pores even more. So because we're dealing with a pore and its follicle, like a tube, like a tunnel, we want to use ingredients that are going to keep that passageway clear and moving freely, and keep that whole element hydrated properly, regulated properly, and not heavily weighted with oils on the top. I hope you enjoyed our conversation on clogged pores, how to treat them, what not to do, what to do. I look forward to your questions and comments. Thank you so much for spending time with us today.